Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl Jine and it's Jine's signature. So today I'll be making this crop top. I don't know how to call it. The front is crop top and then the lower part is longer. So we can call it a high-low top. And of course with a knicker or a short as we call it. So if this is what you're interested in, this is what I'll be making. It came out actually looking very, very, very nice. It's comfy, it's trendy, and it's very, very beginner friendly. It's very, very easy to make. It's an high-low kind of top. So if this is what you're interested in, sit back and relax. I'll be laying more emphasis on the top because for the shorts I already have detailed tutorials on how to go about that. So the emphasis is going to be on this top on hand and how you're going to be managing your fabric to achieve this beautiful top. So this is what we are making. It's a high-low top, high-low kimono kind of top. Yeah. So as you can see, I've already folded my fabric on the table, but I'll be showing you how I went about this. So all you need to do is just get your fabric like this and place some fold like that. So the shorter part is going to be for the front and then the longer part is going to be for the back, because we're going to be cutting both the front and back at the same time, because we're not going to be cutting open the shoulder. But if you want to open your own shoulder, you can go ahead and do that. So the front is going to be shorter and then the back is going to be longer. So for my clients, the front part is about 18 inches or 19 inches, and then the back part is about, I think, about 30 inches or thereabout. Yeah. So it's entirely dependent on what you want. So I went ahead and then I used 3 inches for the neck width, and then I came for my round sleeve opening. I came down by about 11 inches because it's going to be very free. And then in order for you to determine the width of the top, I'll just divide my bust measurement by 4, or you can alternatively use your hip measurement. If you don't want it to be too bogus, you can use your bust. You use your bust divided by 4. You add some 4 to 5 inches allowances so that it will be bogus, or you can just go ahead, divide your hip by 4 and then add some sewing allowances as well. So this is entirely dependent on how bogus and how big you want it to be. So for my clients, I just divided the hip measurement by 4 and then I added about 3 inches extra to what we have there, or 4 inches, and then I'm going to be connecting it like so all the way down to the length for the back top. So at the armhole area, I'll just give it a slight curve like this so that I don't want it all looking straight. So for the back neck depth, I made use of 1 inch. So I'll go ahead and cut this out. So go ahead and cut this out. Remember, I didn't slant the shoulder. So for the back neckline, I cut that out. So I'll be separating the back from the front. So just place it like this and then make sure the back is going for the back and then the front is coming for the front, like so. You know the way we usually cut our kimono bubu? That is exactly how you're going to be separating them. So now in order for us to determine how we're going to be cutting the neckline, I'm just trying to remove some excesses right there that was not straight so that I'll have a straight and even line. So now I'll just place my tape like this and then go in about 1.5 inches all the way down. And then for the neck depth, I used about 7 inches. So that was going to be like my breaking point. So I'll just connect it to the neck width like that and then cut that out, because of course we're going to be replacing the fabric with that side. So just go ahead and cut it out. So I've already cut out, and when I open it up, this is what we should be having. So this is what we have. So in order for us to replace this round collar, Let me just show you. So that's how we're going to be placing it. So I'll just go ahead and measure from one point here to the other side to determine the length that I'll be cutting out for the collar. So just measure it. So when I measured it, I had about, I think, 40 inches or 50 inches. So I'll take my remaining fabric, I'll fold into two like this. Remember, I cut out 1.5 inches, but when I want to cut this out, I'll be cutting about 2 inches on fold. Why? Because I'll be using that half an inch to join it to the neck of the top, like so. So when I was cutting this out, I think I cut out a bit too wide, because I cut out 2 pieces of this, but you'll be seeing what I will do later, because I'll still reduce it, because by the time I opened it up, I had more than what I was supposed to cut out. So just watch what I'm doing. So if you've watched up to this level, please hit on the subscribe button, like, share, and kindly leave beautiful comments. So I went ahead to cut out all this like so. So now I cut out all these long stretches because I was thinking it was not going to be enough. So it's better you have a longer one than a shorter one anyway. So I'll join that, and then I'll be back to show you the next step. So having joined this, I have this. So when I placed it on top like this, so the width was giving me something ridiculous, so I just had to reduce that. So you can see I'm marking for 4 inches all the way like so, because I need 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. You understand? Like unfold, placed on each other, all I need is 4 inches width. I don't need up to that excess that I'm cutting out, because ordinarily I'm supposed to need 3 inches, but like I told you, I needed half an inch to join it back to my collar. That is why I made it to 2 inches. So I've gone ahead to do it. So now for the neck depth, from the back of the collar back to the front, I came down by 14 inches, and then in that middle I'll be getting the midpoint, and then I'll highlight it like that. So I will be sewing from that 14 inches down. I'll leave the upper parts like that. So I've gone ahead to do that, and this is what we have. So I've already have detailed tutorials on some of my boo that I made that have this explanation that is well explained, but I believe that most people that have gone through this style will understand what I'm explaining right here. So this is what we have for the collar. Just go ahead, give it a very good press, and then you'll be coming here, you bring out your top, you notch the middle point at the back, and then you'll be placing, that place that I joined the 2 fabrics is automatically the midpoint for the collar at the back right there. So I'll use a pin to hold that down, and then I'll go ahead to sew it on both sides. So I'll be using my weaving machine to clean it out later. So I've gone ahead to do that, and then I've gone ahead to fold the hem of the top for the front, for the back, and of course for the sleeves as well. I went ahead to do that all off camera. So later I'll be giving it a very good press. So you can see it, I've gone ahead to sew all that. So the next thing basically to do, because our top is almost ready, is just to place it right sides facing each other like this. Just arrange it very well, and then go ahead and run about 1 inch on both sides. And then for the other part that is longer than the front, all you need to do is to use your hemming gum and fold the allowance inside before stitching down. That is going to give it a very perfect and neat and clean finishing. So that was what I did. So just place it very well like so, and then run it like that. So for this part, you just use your hemming gum and clean it out, and then before you sew it down, so that it will give you a very clean, perfect finishing. So now just go ahead and do that, and then I'll be back to show you. So I've gone ahead to do that, and having done that, this is what we have. So you can see how beautiful the top is. This is very unique, it's classy, it's trendy, and it's very, very simple. You can rock it anywhere and you'll be glad you did. So if you enjoyed watching this tutorial, please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and please don't forget to leave beautiful, beautiful, beautiful comments. So thank you all. I see all your love and I see everything. Thank you. So like I always say, this is Jine Signatures, and I'll be signing out. Thank you all, and see you all in my next tutorial. Ciao.